Hey guys, this is MagolorRee, and welcome back to Undusted. Let me do that again. Hey guys, this is MagolorRee, and welcome back to Letters from the Past, Undusted. This is chapter 3. If you remember last time we did chapter 2, so we are now doing What She Dreamed Of, where that dream now resides. Only Mom's room was left. Holding the old doorknob, I felt as if I were about to meet Mom herself after all this time. Her room was filled with boxes, all neatly labeled and sorted by purpose. Somehow, it seemed like she knew she wouldn't be coming back. One box in particular caught my attention. Things I couldn't throw away. This box contained many trophies that I had never seen before. Trophies. Where did she get all of this from? I really don't know anything about Mom. It looks like this may be a writer's award. This looks exactly like the symbol I saw on the teacup. It is! The quote with the wings. So I'm guessing Mom was a writer and she won an award at one point, maybe. There you go. Just get rid of all that dust. There we are. I wonder why the vacuum is here. I don't really think we have much of a use for the vacuum, but... Here, what's in the glass? Well, it's like a book. Oh, it's a book with a quill. There we go. Just clean that off nice and well. There we go. I think I missed a whole load of dust. So let me get rid of that. There we go. Just clean that. I did not mean to zoom in, but whatever. Put that back. And just need to scrub that off. Look how pristine that looks, by the way. There are... It's always this one little spot. Just need to... There we go. Just need to get the rest of this, I think. Oop. My mom sent me. Oh! Oh, it was a bike that was my mom showing me. Sorry about that. There you go. Just clean the rest of this. I'm guessing the story is Mom was perhaps a writer, and that was once her hobby. And if I remember correctly from chapter 1, she didn't pick up a quill pen afterwards, so I'm guessing that hobby was sort of probably ruined for her, maybe, if I had to guess. But it's kind of sad to think about, just having your whole hobby ruined just because of something you couldn't achieve. There you go. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't make a living off of it, I suppose. Like in some circumstances, yes, you can make a living off your own hobby, but I would just find it hard to do sometimes because it's like it has to be certain circumstances, I guess. Alright, this. I made a ridge right there. That is hard to get. Hang on. Probably need like the vacuum. There we go, I think. And here. And then I think there was a little spot. There's a little dust spot right here. One last spot right there. There we go. Where that dream now resides. Dad, what's that? A trophy? Yep. I got this for winning first place in a math competition. Cool, huh? Wow, does Mom know? Well, there's no way you wouldn't show her something like this cool. Of course she knows. I bragged about it all the time. But then she looked at me with that sullen look that bring the box. The box? Adora, how about a snack? We have cheesecake. Dad, don't change the subject. A trophy I had never seen before. Writing competition, first place, Lily Mayer. It has the same symbol as the teacup. Oh. So this was the box that Dad had mentioned. I took out a few trophies and read their plates. School writing competition, winner, Youth Short Story Competition, Excellence Award. Novel contest, first place, author Lily Mayer. These accolades demonstrated how much she had achieved, and there were proof of the dream Mom once had. She was talented enough to win all of these awards. Why didn't she pursue writing as a career? And why did she stop me from chasing my dreams so badly? One after another, thoughts endlessly flowed through my mind. See, it's starting to come together slowly. I think, anyway. Our last moment. Things were never the same after Mom threw away my cassette tape. I couldn't pretend that nothing had happened. This animosity persisted after high school, as I left home to study music at a distant university. I told myself I wouldn't call her until I had succeeded. Back then, I believed that once I graduated university, success would easily find its way to me. However, just as Mom had warned, the world was much colder than I had thought. Awards and words of praise became more and more meaningless. The further I drifted from success, the more I avoided calling Mom. I could already hear what she had said. That's why I told you to stop. I told you it'd be a waste of time. I wasn't ready to hear those words to my face. Even after I had changed my phone number, I couldn't bring myself to call her. After some time, I received an unexpected call from my aunt. Mom had passed away. Oh. I thought I'd be able to call her anytime I wanted. But I didn't have the courage to. That would mean I'd have to admit that she was right all along. This is a typewriter. Advent. Let me clean up all these keys. Clean them all up. I always like typewriters. Typewriters I feel a little bit underrated nowadays, but... Okay. Let me go ahead and clean this up nice and easy. There we go. These are the knobs. and the holders that help keep the thing in place. There we go. I'm guessing another reason why it's in this pixelated-esque style is so that it can emulate like the idea of being able to dust things away. Even though like you can most certainly do it in a different style, like as in like Cozy or some of the other games I played, it still is just like playing a game. Like I like playing a game with this kind of style. It's very underrated sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna dust the side off with the sponge and see how far I can go in with that. Maybe. There we go. Brush that off. This is the crank that they use to pull out the paper once it's done typing. I know that for certain. Anything on the back here? It was like the writing or something. Oh, it's just the thing for Advent. Advent. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing on all sides. Just clean off the knobs, or the nubs at the bottom. Clean them all off nice and good. There we go. Get the keys while I'm here too. I bet. There we go. It did have that thing. Then need to get some of these parts up. Unfortunately, there isn't a way that I could do like a hintless run. Or a hintless run, not hitless, but hintless. Okay, vacuum that out. I'm also trying to be careful of the little bar at the bottom. A spot right there. It's looking good so far. Just need to get the edge of this. There we go, there we go, there we go. I'm actually pretty stoked for what's gonna happen. Because, if I do move out on my own, of course I mean full-time job, but I'll be able to finally live in a place of my own. Which, I mean, that's pretty exciting for someone my age. Okay. Ooh, I missed that whole bottom part. Okay, let me go here. Here, I need the vacuum for this one, I think. There we go. Gotta get that little part right there. The knob on the side here. Spacebar. And then over here. Because it looks like I have to get the sides of this. And see, there's one spot right here, right there, there. The spot right here that I missed. Still missing a lot. Where am I missing? Here, hold a moment. There we go. I think I can get this much better now. Let me go ahead and get this brush. Oh, there's more at the seam. And probably better if I just do something like this. Maybe there'll show there more, but can't exactly reach in there or see what's going on in there, rather. I see that seam. Has to be like... Yeah, I see it. Why can't I not vacuum it out? Oh, jeez Louise. Oh, I know why. Oh my god. It was this other side. There you go. Our last moment. Are you leaving? If I don't go now, I'll be late for my flight. You have a lot of luggage. I'll drive you to the airport. It's fine. I know you're busy. I'll be going now. Adora. Oh, a typewriter that looks like a prop from a black and white film. It seems that Mom typed her stories on it. Come to think of it, that was the last conversation we ever had. I had left without looking back, determined to return only when I had succeeded. I wanted to prove Mom wrong, but that door I shut so firmly never opened again. I opened the small drawer at the bottom of the typewriter. Inside were sheets of paper and the attic key. Most of the papers were stories that Mom had written. The rest seemed to be contracts. Among the papers were a few letters that began with the salutation, "Dear Miss Lily Mayer." I picked up a letter that was filled with writing. "Dear Miss Lily Mayer, it has been some time since I last penned a letter to you. I recalled in your previous letters that you had been a fan of mine for some time now. I wanted to let you know that I read the story you sent me this time as well. Please understand that I say this for your sake. I have read your works for a long time now, and they lack any aspect of exceptionality. Certainly, you can make a livelihood out of your writing, but I doubt that standard alone would be satisfactory for you. I understand your desire to be a writer. However, discretion is sometimes the better part of valor. I believe that your time would be better spent in another field of work. I truly apologize for conveying these words much too late. Sincerely, Lewis." That was the guy on the ink bottle. So I'm guessing Lewis was a writer that she really liked, and I'm guessing she didn't like that those few words that happened. That is actually soul-crushing. Lewis was the name of Mom's favorite writer, the writer she admired, the one who might have even inspired her to pursue writing. I couldn't begin to how it felt if someone I respected told me to give up. I imagined Mom opening the letter, hoping to find praise or encouragement, but the further she read, the greater despair on her face. And here's a phone. If a composer I admired had said the same to me, I wouldn't have been able to take it either. Oh. Well, we got a rotary phone. There we go, there we go. Get that all nice and dusted off. What's blue? It's blue. How nice and blue you are. You are blue. Blue, blue, blue. A lot of rusty parts. There we go. Let me go ahead and clean the... Oh, there's some parts that can't be cleaned. Okay. They can't be cleaned with the sponge. They need to be cleaned with the brush. I see. C! No, that's the digits of the rotary phone. There we go. Yeah, like, I will say this, if you yourself are being told by an idol that you like that you should give up on, like, what you should be doing, I feel like that would be very devastating to just hear that. Cause like, well, I doubt I'd hear it today, but like, the idol in my family, if I had to pick, the idol that my sister and my mom go for is Steve Irwin. Steve Irwin was known for the alligator videos and whatnot back in the day. And yes, I know, I'm aware that he drugged the animals, but keep in mind, like, he was basically our, he was basically like the idol of my mom and my sister. Now as for idols for me, I feel like my idol, if I had to choose, my idol was Markiplier. Cause like growing up, I actually watched his content when I was a kid. Well, it was that, and then it was PewDiePie. I think I watched Markiplier more later on as I grew up because like I think I was in my teen years, and I was like, I want to check out this Markiplier, I guess. And it's like, oh, his content is actually pretty cool. It's like, I'll listen to this while I'm drawing and whatnot. And it just became this thing where it's like, I would watch some of his videos for fun. I think like the first video that I watched from him was, it was the one where like, the thumbnail is of him like where he has bullets all over like him, like bullets like raining down on him. And it was like a very hard like game, I remember. Okay, so there's a little notch right here that I need to clean. There's in between the buttons. You gotta keep that in mind too. It's like right here, and then blink. Right there. And I imagine it's also, yeah, it's also dirty here too. Okay. Oh shoot. And go back. Yeah, would it be better if I... Maybe? Like, kinda like that? Okay, so it literally works how a rotary phone works. You have to pull it all the way back. I think. Maybe. Okay, I gotta check what dirt is missing here. Definitely a lot on the bottom. I actually remember back in A Symbol of Care I fixed a rotary phone. Oh, that one was pretty cool. I may revisit someone will care one of these days and just see if I could do like a speed run of it, maybe, but I don't know. Dun 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 dun. But I feel like if I do a speed run of it, I probably will have to listen to the story as well. Then again, I don't know. I'm not really good at speed runs, I could tell. Or I could say that with complete confirmation. Come on, scrub it. Unless I have to flip it up again. And just suspect that the line is dead on the other end, because nobody uses wired telephones nowadays. Well, I mean, some people do. Then again, I won't judge against that. It's just most people have moved on to cell phones nowadays. But I won't judge if you use a rotary phone. If you like it, then I mean, not only are you making it hard on yourself, but it's also kind of hard to reach people for those who still use a cell phone, but I'm not one to judge. Right, there's one little spot, like... Oh wait, did I get it? There's probably more stuff in the... Yes. There's one little spot right here. I need to get that with the... Okay, what other little spot did I miss? Oh, back there? Oh my god. That was hard to spot. Anything here? What spots have I missed? Like using the hints and everything, it's like I can't find anything. Wait. Oh my god. No, go back. There's something on the button. It was the little button. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna use the vacuum for the rest of this. And there we go. Words left unsaid. Call recorded on February 19th. I think I'll be admitted to the hospital soon. Would you help me? Tidy up the house. Please. I don't have anyone else I can ask to do this. Lily, don't say that. I still have the spare key, so I'll go by when I have the time. Thank you. Before you come, I'll put away things like the trophies. It's strange, isn't it? Back then, I was so desperate to forget everything. But when I was cleaning the house, I saw my typewriter and all those trophies. I remember the days when I wrote so happily. Why don't we only realize how precious something is after we lose it? Writing and Adora. Lily, have you called Adora? I tried calling her 2 days ago, but she didn't answer. Maybe she changed her number. I left a voicemail, but I'm not sure if she heard it. If I were brave enough to call her sooner, would we still be in touch right now? Back then, I thought the best thing to do was to give her time. Oh, a landline phone. By calling a specific date, you can hear recordings from that day. Oh. Maybe that's like for like an Easter egg or something. The call was between Mom and my aunt. From her voice and coughing, I could hear how difficult it was for Mom to talk. After I left home, my pride and drive to improve myself held me back from contacting Mom. All this time, I never once thought about how Mom must have felt. I didn't think that she would regret what she had done, nor did I know that she had called me. If I had just called her when I changed my number. Alright. And I think that's gonna do it for chapter 2. So, next time, we're doing chapter 4. Nevertheless,